The TD Niagara Jazz Festival presents Niagara's Summer Mardi Gras Sessions. Join us online every Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. as we bring New Orleans to the north. Direct from the Crescent City, Dancin' Man 504, Windex Pete, Christopher Butcher of the Heavyweights Brass Band, and more. Featuring mask making, Cajun cooking demos, musical spoons, second line dance steps, cocktail demos, funky fashion tips, and musical clips. Tune in for these free sessions on our Facebook or YouTube channels, Jazz Niagara. Then we'll celebrate Niagara's Summer Mardi Gras together this summer on July 18th. It's virtually possible. Just watch and see.
Niagara's Summer Mardi Gras sessions are brought to you in part by TD, the City of St. Catharines, and the town of Niagara-on-the-Lake.
And good evening. Welcome. My name is Juliette Dunn, and I'm here on behalf of the TD Niagara Jazz Festival. So happy to be here this evening for our 5th Niagara's Summer Mardi Gras Sessions. I'm going to bring on our guest shortly, but we have a sponsor for the show this evening. So I would like to bring on our sponsor first. His name is Daniel Plunkett. His company is Deep Blue Music. And Dan has been sponsoring our Twilight Jazz series he's going to remind me, I think we're in going into season 5, I believe, with Dan. We've known him for many years before that. He's a dear friend, and now he's also has been sponsoring the festival as well. Let me bring on Dan Plunkett, and he's here in St. Catharines. There he is. Hey, Dan, how are you?
There I am.
There you are. Oh, technology. We got it working.
Finally got things sort of working for us now. So
fantastic.
That's what happens when you have an old geezer as a sponsor.
Not at all. Listen, we're all learning with this live streaming and being in lockdown and all that. So
for sure.
Thanks for hopping on board. Would you like to say a few words before we get the show started?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for doing this. This is a tremendous lift for our community, and I'm guessing all over Canada. We probably get some viewers from all across Canada. So you and Peter are giants in the jazz business as far as I'm concerned. And tonight I've talked to Pamela briefly this afternoon, and she sounds like she's a wonderful person, a great cook, and I think the music will be cooking tonight too.
There's music too, I know, surprise.
and everybody should just enjoy themselves completely, and if they can become I think that we can get tax receipts if we are donating to the Toronto Dominion Niagara Jazz Festival.
Absolutely. Thanks for bringing that up. Yes.
So everybody should do that, because it's tremendous what you're doing, and lifting all of our spirits up with fantastic shows and fantastic music. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Dan, and thanks for being such a good friend and sponsor for so many years, and for all you do with your company, Deep Blue Music. I'm going to put your slide up for everybody to see, and I'll also post at the end of the show your website as well, your Facebook page, and all of your deets for everyone to see. And thank you for supporting live music, and also you do a lot with the up and coming performers as well. So that's really important to keep the music going for decades to come, centuries to come.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
Let's think far.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, Dan. Well, enjoy the show. Thank you, and we'll talk to you afterwards.
Okie dokie.
Okay, take care. Thank you.
Bye.
Sorry that I cut him off as he was saying goodbye. So that's Dan Plunkett of Deep Blue Music. I'm just going to put up his slide there for you, and I will put up his contact info at the end of the show. So now let me introduce our guest for the evening. Pierre Brown is a native of New Orleans, Louisiana, and she's coming to you live from New Orleans this evening. Very exciting. She is a certified holistic health advocate accredited through the state of New York and the Institute of Integrative Nutrition. She owns Gourmet Sacred Soul Kitchen Therapy, a company dedicated to educating and guiding clients to improved nutrition and overall greater health and wellness. So what a great mission statement that she has. And she's a lovely lady. I met her for the first time online, of course, earlier this week. We got to chat and see each other. We do it through this application StreamYard, so it's really great. It's like doing FaceTime, and we instantly connected. Just a lovely woman, and she's waiting to come on, and here she is live in New Orleans. Pamela, are you there?
Hello. Here.
Oh, so we can see you. It's a bit jittery, but you're all the way in New Orleans, and I know you guys have had some weather, some weather systems coming through. So it's not surprising that the internet's not perfect. Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
Fantastic. Okay, great. I don't know if you heard my intro, but I did an intro and I was telling everyone about your company. Did you want to tell us about your Gourmet Sacred? Oh, I don't want to say the Gourmet Sacred Soul Kitchen Therapy.
I think I caught. It was perfect. It was perfect. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I think we're getting wind picking up there on your microphone.
I'm getting music. Oh. Hold on.
Yeah. Sounds like, is it windy there? Because I know you're on your wraparound porch.
Yeah, it's a little windy, but not.
Oh, that's better.
I'm embracing, so let's clear.
Okay, so we can hear you.
I'll come back to you. All right, can you?
Yeah, so we can see you and hear you. So this is good. So tell us about your company.
So it's Gourmet Sacred Soul Kitchen Therapy, and it was founded off eating to live. The whole concept of eating to live. My family and I, back in, I want to say 2006, 2007, we were just back from Katrina, and Leon became sick. And when he became ill, doctors, there was no cure, and they didn't have any cure, any answers for why he was ill. And so we did know that stress was a part of it. And so we decided to change our diets. This is where it all started. We decided to change our lifestyle and change our diets. I was already fully into cooking and catering and doing that kind of stuff. But then realizing the connection of lifestyle, food, relationships, spirituality, career, all of it, how it plays a part, it's all connected. It just made me dig deeper and just go deeper into this whole eating to live and, living on purpose. So pretty much that's it. And here we are today.
And here you are today. How many years ago did you say that was?
That was like 2006, 2007. Okay. Yes, 2007, I think.
Amazing. And then health-wise, you saw a real difference. Was it immediate or?
Well, actually, we were like semi-health nuts. We worked out a lot. We love great food, clean food and stuff, but really to start to understand each of its nutritional value, like, if I eat this amount of greens, if I eat these berries, and starting to understand what the food was actually doing for you, then it became a whole nother ball game. And,
wow.
Here I am.
Here you are today. So I know it's a different situation now with COVID, but in a pre-COVID, what would a day look like? Do you have private clients? Do you go and see them? Do you cook for them? Do you do parties? Like, how does that all work?
Yes, I do. Well, we're here at the River House, which we've named we live here and we do business here. We would do a weekly session and we called it Cooking with Friends. And with that, Leon would have like lessons in the front with kids who come on Sunday. And then I'll have a round table in the kitchen with, I call it therapy. And so by the time we finish, in the kitchen preparing the meal, the Sunday meal, and Leon finished with the kids or and adults and other musicians from the, we'll come together and we'll sit down and break bread and have really deep, meaningful conversations, and almost like a healing, well, not like, it was a healing experience. It was just, it was warm, it was love. And some people who don't have family here, they will come and feel like home. And so, and then Leon, they would do a few songs and that'll be a wrap. We'll be done about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And this was like, what's that, 4th season? But Corona, this whole pandemic stuff has kind of shut down the River House. But anyway, we're still here, and we haven't stopped feeding the community. We haven't stopped volunteering and sharing our gifts with the community. So although there's a pandemic, it hasn't stopped us much.
Amazing. So when you were doing that at the River House before COVID, was that every week, every Sunday?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, for a season. We usually start in fall, and then right before festival season starts, because Leon and Deuce, they would get busy, and then I would do a lot of catering during this time. We would close it down. So it'd be season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4. And it is really nice because I still hold cooking with friends as my baby. So I would love to resume it. And maybe on a whole nother scale. You inspired me a great deal, in case you didn't know.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's crazy what's come out of COVID for us. I mean, there's some really great things that have come out of this situation, so that's good. Well, thank you. And I know you can tell me we're back. That was weird. So perfect. We're back. So we're going to talk about Leon, your husband or partner, and Deuce, your son, a little bit later in the show. But what we've done, everyone, is Leon and Pamela were nice enough to pre-record the cooking session, just in case we had technical difficulties, because we know that it's not always perfect. So then they put together this really very well produced video. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play it, but we're going to stop and start it. Pamela and I are going to be off to the side so she can comment on it. And then once we've stopped and started and she's talked us through the whole video, then we'll play the video for everyone all in a row. It's about a 5-minute video. And that's, so before I get into it, the first dish that the first part of the video is you picking herbs and all of that. And we're going to see that for both of the dishes. But what's the first dish? It's a shrimp dish, right? Barbecue shrimp?
It's barbecue, my take on barbecue shrimp, because, no two kitchens cook the same. So, and, what I recommend for most of my clients and people that want to learn from me is to use my ingredients as a guide, but make the dish your own, satisfy your palate as well as the palates that you're going to feed. So, so this is my take on it. And what happened to it is I had to clean it up, because we down here, we love butter. Butter.
I do up here too. Guilty.
Yes, but you're attracted to our food. It's because of the butter. So when I started thinking of a more healthier way of preparing my dishes, I started playing with foods and recipes and stuff like that. So I also found avocado butter, which is much better than the unsalted butter. But don't get me wrong, I love butter. I love but I realized that moderation and learning how to do butter is way better. So I found an avocado butter, which was really, really, really good. And I pair it with olive oil. But first, I collect fresh herbs, because I like to bring fresh herbs with the dry herbs, like a little bit of the new with the traditional, and just bring it together, marry it. And I've come up with pies. They call me Pie's version of barbecue shrimp. And so here we go.
Okay, and sorry, I have to just jump in before we start. Where did you get the nickname pie from? Is that one of your favorite dishes?
Well, pie is, my maiden name is Pierre, Pierre. And in college it was PIE, and then the last four of my social. And so my girlfriends, and they would be like, Pi, you know, because of, you know, your number in college. So that's where it came.
Gotcha. Okay, I wanted to see if it related to cooking at all. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the screen, and I just want to make sure it's at the beginning. So if it's not, I'll go back, and
Okay.
we'll play the first about minute of the video, and then we'll stop, and you can tell us about your lovely herb garden. I just love this. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Give me a second here. That should be it. Okay, let's get to the right part in the video from the beginning. Yeah.
Well, just because my hair is curly, and just because my teeth are pearly, just because I always wear a smile, I like to dress up in the latest style. Just because I'm glad I'm living, and I take my troubles with a smile. Just because my color shade may differ, baby, that's why they call me shine. Oh, because my hair is curly, because my teeth are pearly. Oh, I always wear a smile, like to dress up. I like to dress up because I'm glad I'm living. Take my troubles with a smile. Oh, because I'm shady, baby, I don't mean maybe, that's why they call me shine.
Okay, I hate to cut off a solo, but that's where I'm going to stop the video. Tell us about your herb garden.
So during this quarantine, I've gathered a green, I think it's called, and so I decided that I want the freshest herbs and stuff in my kitchen. So I said, well, why don't I take a piece of the gallery and put everything that I use in my kitchen on it. And so plus repellents for mosquitoes, because we have a really bad case of mosquitoes in New Orleans. So so I have a mix of herbs to repel and then herbs to cook with. And I've come up with this, I call it the Zen garden. So I cook from it as well.
Very nice, very nice. It looks like such a lovely environment to be in. Really, really great. Okay, I'm going to keep. Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Nope, I was just going to say it's grown.
Yeah.
It's grown.
So, and thanks again for putting together this wonderful, I mean, you know, we didn't know, I didn't know, Christopher Butcher, who introduced us, obviously knows about your family, but I didn't know that bringing you on to do a cooking demo, we'd also get two musicians, and you know, and so I'm going to also post the musical credits after the video, but this is really great.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So right there, I am making the olive oil herb mix, and that's going to come together with the dry seasoning. You'll see a little bit further down the in the video. So
okay, perfect.
Keep going.
Now, and will you be able to send us a list of the different ingredients? Because I don't know if I'll remember it all. Oh, you did. Perfect. So I didn't see it.
I did send it to you.
Excellent.
Yeah, and the barbecue shrimp is very detailed, and what I tell everybody, play with it. You know, you might want less butter, you might want more butter. Me, I love garlic. I use a heaping amount of garlic, but some people just want a little bit of garlic. So I think you should play with it and make it yours.
Perfect, perfect. And what we'll do, and I know Bonnie is listening and watching as well. I'm just thinking
Hi,
this
Bonnie.
through. Yeah, this is so cool. I mean, you're in New Orleans. Bonnie is in St. Catharines, but a totally different location, and I'm here. I just can't get over it. What we'll do is, I'm just thinking this now, is we haven't done it yet because you're our first cooking demo, is we will create a page on our website with recipes, and so that's where we'll list it. Okay, so Bonnie will put it on her or my or Jill's list of things to do.
Great. So it's called a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Yeah.
You know, you see me it's just a little bit of this, you know. I was reading this book about vibrational cooking, and pretty much that's what it is. You cook with feeling, and you know, sometimes I say, oh, my elders come and prepare the meals for me. I'm just a tool, you know? So,
Right. Oh, this is great. I'm going to keep going. You just jump in anytime.
okay. So you can make this olive oil mix in advance, maybe a day or so, so it could really like marry, you know, infuse and come together. And then you can make the barbecue shrimp the next day. You know, you can make your dry seasoning the day before. You know, you don't have to do it all in one take. You know, you could,
Perfect.
yeah.
That's smart. Perfect. Could you ever do the dry? Yeah, you could do the dry stuff and keep it in a little baggie for a couple
Well,
of
yeah.
days. Yeah.
Yeah, you can put it in a jar and it'll hold for about 3 months, you know, but
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you'll be cooking a little more than that. And that's the beauty of this whole pandemic is I see a lot more people cooking, and that's all I ever wanted was people to get back in their kitchens and
Yeah.
cook and entertain. And, you know,
Yeah.
I call that church.
Yeah. No, and you're so right. And I'm so guilty of I'm eating out a lot and just always on the go, a lot of business lunches. And I have never in my life, not since I was 18 years old and I was a nanny where I cooked for kids every day because I don't have kids myself. And I've never cooked as much as I have as during this pandemic. So again, another good thing and healthy thing that's come out of it for sure.
So now we're going into the kitchen.
Okay.
Fire's burning.
Whoops, yeah.
And you see the butter.
Woo! Lots of butter.
Actually, that's not even a whole stick, really. It just, I cut it up. And,
Okay.
Yep, and so I gave you the recipe for, say, one take, like maybe 24 shrimp, but I was cooking, to this day, I was cooking for the crew who was filming me. So
Right.
I had like 10 pounds of shrimp. I was doing 10 pounds of barbecue shrimp. So if
Wow.
it looks plentiful, that's why. And you'll
Okay.
see on the end.
Excellent.
Keep
Thank
going.
you.
See how it's thickened?
Yeah.
All right, so now you're marrying the butter and the olive oil mix, herb mix.
Yep.
You can keep going.
Okay. Cool. Whoops.
With flashing eyes, softly whisper with tender sighs. Stop.
That's that garlic.
Oh, the garlic. Oh, I just have to jump in. I just love the video that with the stop time and it went to the black screen. It was just great. I was so like blown away when you sent this video. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Smile. Stop. You bet your
There
life
again.
you live there for a little while.
I can almost smell it.
There's a heaven right here on earth.
So that's my dry
with a
seasoning.
beautiful queen
Okay.
way down yonder in New Orleans.
Hold on.
Yep.
Okay.
So what did you say what are you just on medium temperature then with the stove?
Yeah, you want it on medium low because you want to simmer, but you don't want to burn your garlic because it'll be built.
We can hear you loud and clear, but your image seems to be frozen. But it's a very nice
That's
frozen
fine.
image. So yeah, but we can hear your voice is perfect. And then I'm gonna keep playing the video, and then you can tell us what's happening.
Okay. So that's okay. Now we're adding lemon.
Okay.
Every time I cook this, I say, now if this doesn't fight COVID, I don't know what does. It's just all a whole bunch of healing in that pot. And so this was a joke. The measuring cup was my drinking, and then there you go.
Oh,
the bottle was.
I know. I was like, I saw that
Just
wine. Nice. Woo! I don't want to use the good stuff.
Yeah, yes you do. You want to use your very best wine.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't use anything you want.
Okay, we'll use good Niagara wine up here.
There we go.
So that's 10
10
pounds of shrimp because you were cooking for a big group. Wow.
Well, that's a portion of the 10 pounds.
Oh,
but that's probably like 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Wow.
did it in 2 parts.
Oh yeah, fantastic. I can almost smell it. Yummy.
Nice, pretty things. And if
Yeah.
you want, you can take the heads off, but don't throw it away. I recommend that you put it in a pot and make stock. You know,
Okay.
'cause some people don't like to look at the heads on, but you'll
Right.
see. I
Oh,
I I like the heads and all of it. So
okay. Okay. And then stock. That's a great idea.
yeah. Oh, my husband said they owe me a commercial.
Yeah, right? Sponsorship. Hello. Sponsored product placement.
And they need to sponsor the festival next year.
They do, absolutely.
I'm gonna work on it. I'll
Thank
work
you.
on it.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's great. Look at all those colors. Amazing. Wow.
So everything is coming together.
Oh yeah. Ah,
Pistolets, they're gonna go in the oven.
what do you call those? Pistolets?
Pistolets, they're French bread.
Little
It's
French bread.
bread, little bit bitty
Nice.
French bread. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yummy.
And if you don't have like New Orleans French bread, I would recommend like an Italian bread, crusted.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be a great substitute.
Nice. Oh yeah. Little piece of bread.
Here you go.
Oh. Oh yeah.
And that's it.
Fantastic. So what's happening is we're going to see if we can share your video with sound, which is super important so everybody can hear the great music, and then I will post those credits. And in the meantime, I'm going to switch your musical guests because I'm going to ask Leon to send again the Facebook video because I can't find that one, but I have the Deuce, your son Deuce's video. So I'm going to bring Deuce on first if that's okay with you.
Deuce time. Yes, no worries. Hold on.
Now
I don't know what's going on.
We might not be able to see Deuce because you're frozen. So what I might do is while you're
Hold on
bringing
a
Deuce
minute.
on, okay, I can pull up his video.
So
Did you want to tell us a bit about Deuce? How old? Deuce is 12 years old. He's your son? There he is.
There he is.
Hey, Deuce.
Hi. Why don't him?
I'll talk to him for a second. Hey, Deuce, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I can't complain.
Nice. How old are you? Are you 12 or 13?
I'm 11.
You're 11. Sorry for that.
Yeah.
And we've been having some sound issues, so I'm just realizing I was going to play your videos through the same format as the other videos. So we're going to have to fix that. So while we look at that, tell me a little bit about yourself and how long you've been playing music.
I've been playing music for about 4 years. My parents will say different, but yeah. And it really all started with the trumpet, but I've seen to expand my grounds to piano and a lot of other instruments. And
Wow.
right now I'm currently been working on producing, but
Wow.
so yeah.
Amazing. And your dad plays trumpet, correct?
Yeah, my dad plays trumpet. Yeah.
And so he's kind of your mentor. You kind of model yourself after your dad. I
Yeah.
guess. Heavily influenced, huh? Nice. Do you get to go
He's
out?
a big influence.
Oh, that's great. Do you go out to see him at gigs a lot when we're not in COVID?
No, not really.
No, so just at home, playing the trumpet at home.
Yeah.
Cool. So the clip that we're hoping to bring up in a little bit, tell me about it. It's called "After You've Gone." Was the name of the tune?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a song. It's pretty old. I mean, all the songs that jazz musicians play are kind of old, but this song it's really I I like the song and I like the chord progressions on a song, especially. But I don't know.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, we're hoping to be able to bring it up in a little bit because I know if I play it now, I don't think we'll get the sound. So we don't want to go through that again. So we're going to try and fix that. And I'm going to bring back your mom, who's going to take us through part 2 of her cooking demo.
All right.
And then, and then we also have a song of your dad's, but let us figure out how we can play all of these lovely pieces and get sound for everybody. Okay, so nice to, oh, now I've got your hand, Pamela, in front of the camera. It froze. Can you still hear us?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
cool.
moved it.
Yeah, now your hand's frozen in front of it, but that's okay. We're gonna we can keep chatting, and I'm gonna remove your hand and pull up the video for a second. And so
Great.
Yeah, perfect. So, hey everybody, if you're just joining us, this is part 2 of Niagara Summer Mardi Gras sessions, part 5, but part 2 of Pamela Pierre Brown, who is just shown us barbecue shrimp, and we're going to post that recipe. And now we've got her video where she's going to talk us through how to make these, I believe, lima beans, but I think she calls them butter beans. So she's going to come back and tell me in a second. And I'm just going to pull up the video. So we probably don't have sound for it, but we'll soon see. And then we can have Pamela talk us through this. So let's see here. Bear with me. Okay, so here's the video.
So what's going on here is the rule of beans.
Okay, let me pause it. Whoops, sorry.
First,
yeah, there we go.
You sort through beans. You look for any imperfections or things that you might not want to bite down on, say a rock, underdeveloped bean. And for me, it's more of my meditation. It's something about me touching every bean that I'm about to prepare for somebody to eat. So, yeah, you can keep going.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, sorry, I was just trying to resolve the sound issue with Bonnie, so we're getting there.
So you're going to wash them. It's really good.
Should I keep going?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah.
We just start the fire, and we have olive oil.
Okay. Olive oil, yeah.
So that's going to go into the pot.
Sorry, what's that?
I'm putting the olive oil into the pot.
Okay. And we've lost your image, but we can hear your voice, so that's good.
And next we're going to add the seasoning.
Is that onions?
Onions, garlic, bell pepper, parsley, thyme, fresh thyme, salt and pepper to taste. Just, you could keep rolling it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I call it the Trinity Plus, you know. Celery. Bay leaf, that's from my Auntie Anne's tree.
Nice.
And so I like to do it this way. I like to simmer so all the flavor can touch all the beans before I add the water. I like to, so usually I let them cook there until they're like wrinkled. Then I add the pickled turkey necks. Usually, traditionally, they use pickled pork, smoked pork, ham hocks.
I'm just going to stop this while you talk. Yep, sorry. So what did you say traditionally they use? What's that?
Like pickled pork, pickled tips, ham hock, smoked ham. You know, it's a pork. It's usually a salted pork. But now we're trying to eat more healthy. I believe it's Eagle came up with a pickled turkey neck for seasoning. So for seasoning beans, I use it with my greens and my beans. So
right.
Yeah. So
very nice. Okay, I'll keep going. Excellent.
Some people use bacon. I mean, you have to just get in the kitchen and play around. You know, it's it's a canvas. You put whatever color you want on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Make it your own. Make it your own.
Yes. I'll give you the ingredients, but you have to make it your own.
That's
Yes.
right. Nice.
And then we add the water. So I always put a salad on the side of my dishes. So that's me preparing a salad.
Very nice.
Plating is everything. I'm a visual eater. So I think if you get in the kitchen and you start cooking and you want to get like restaurant style, you'll start paying more attention to plating, you know, because really you are visual eaters as well. So
Yeah.
yeah. So
I found that when I lived and worked in France, like I did a lot of waitressing, and I just loved to watch the French chefs and how they would plate and, you know, use like a mint leaf in the middle of a dish, or just like these little details and the colors and the placement of the food. I just love that part. You're right.
Yeah.
It's like a tableau, right? A painting.
It's
great.
art.
It is
art.
art. And you get to eat it. That's the best part.
Yeah.
For sure.
And so at the end of this video, I bring them both together because they're perfect combination. There's a dish, they call it shrimp and white beans, but they usually cook the shrimp in the white bean. Me, I like to deconstruct everything. Sometimes I don't like everything touching. So,
oh, okay, yeah.
So I'll deconstruct it, and I said, you know what, barbecue shrimp, white beans. Let's just do it like that instead of like dumping the shrimp into the beans. Not everybody appreciates it, but majority of the people do.
Yeah. Very nice.
And there you have it.
Wow.
All right.
Amazing. You're moving? Can we hear you? Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Oh, what a relief. Okay, excellent. So, Leon, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm better now. I can see and hear you guys, and I know that at least this one video will definitely be able to play for sure, because I'm going to play it off of my computer, and I know that will definitely work. So tell us about yourself, and then tell us about the video I'm about to play.
About myself, you want the long version or the short version?
I think we'll take any version. We're just loving that we're chatting with you here in New Orleans, and we're up here in Canada. So COVID can't keep us apart, that's for sure.
No, we're stronger than that.
That's right.
My name is Leon Brown. I'm known to the world as Kid Chocolate. I'm born and raised in New Orleans. I'm a trumpet player who sings. I don't really like to call myself a singer. I've been performing professionally since the '90s, since the early '90s. I won't tell you how old I was when I started doing that, but yeah, traveled all around the world, played in all kind of wonderful venues, played with all types of wonderful artists, and I'm just grateful to be here doing that.
Fantastic. Well, tell us a little bit about the clip. The reason I couldn't find it on YouTube is because it hasn't been released yet. Is that right?
It hasn't been released on YouTube yet.
Yeah. So
at least not the.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Not the action video. There is a video on YouTube, but it's just a static video of the cover art.
Right. So tell us about the song, tell us about the video, and then I'm going to play it for everyone.
So the song, just like most other artists right now, I was inspired by all of the pandemonium that's taking place around the globe. And when I saw the direction everything was headed in, and that everybody was going to have a long break from their daily routines. Well, maybe not everybody, but most people. or want to have a long break from their daily routines and try to have to figure out something to do with all of that free time, I saw it, I looked at it as a great opportunity for people to build themselves up and, you know, learn something new, learn how to do something new, start that business that you've always wanted to start it, read that book you've always wanted to read. You know, anything that you haven't had time to do because you're caught up in a rat race. So I wrote a song about it.
Okay. So you wrote this song, and who else is featured in the video?
Featured also in the video is the pianist. His name is Chris Spees. I think he might be watching. And the drummer, Chris and I and the drummer, we co-wrote this song. So the drummer is Jamal Watson, and the sousaphonist is John Gross.
Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to pull up the video. So bear with me, everybody. It should work. And here we go. So let me do that and maximize the screen. Okay, and Bonnie's going to let me know if we can hear and see everything.
Hey, 12-step.
I can hear it.
You can?
Jay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Up
Yes.
here, jackass. You still got your boombox? Play something and turn it way up. Something down.
They say folks is dying, folks is dying, folks is dying. And the reasons ain't so clear. It must be a virus, y'all. A virus, y'all. A virus, y'all. So your neighbors you must fear. Cover your face and hands. You better not kiss your mama. Hunker down and get ready for quarantine and drama. Don't be scared, it's alright. Don't let fear take your life. Get on the grind, make a move before your time is up. They keep saying what they saying, what they saying. You better stay your ass at home. Now you're out of work, yeah, 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 yeah. And you're broken on your own. People all freaking out. Food and the toilet paper's gone, yeah. Now you're asking yourself, why'd I stay at home? Don't be scared, it's alright. Don't let fear take your life. Get on the grind, make a move before your time is up. Yeah. to reveal yourself. You got a second chance, second chance to go and get yourself somewhere. While everybody's on pause, talking and he said, she said, keep doing what you love and you'll find yourself ahead. Don't be scared, it's alright. Don't let fear take your life. Don't let fear before your time is up. Don't be scared. It's alright now. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Don't let fear take his life. Don't be scared. Oh yeah. Don't be scared. Keep doing what you love. Don't be scared. It's alright now. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
Can you guys hear us?
Yes.
Okay, just
change the decision is the person who owns this house. Now, I'm not going to ask you again. Gather your things and leave. Excuse me, sir.
sorry, let's see here. Bonnie posted it for me earlier. There's Kid Chocolate's Facebook page. Oh no, that's Deuce Brown's Facebook page. Sorry.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go on to Deuce's video, which we managed to upload. So we spoke with Deuce earlier, and we're gonna play your video. So that's Deuce's Facebook page, and Bonnie's also gonna find. We're gonna post Kid Chocolates after this. So let me just pull up the video that we've been waiting to see as well. This is great. So we're also managing to get your videos up as well with sound, Pamela. I believe the lima beans one at least. So that'll be a nice treat for everybody to wrap up the show.
Yes.
Yay! Because they're so great with the actual music as well. So this is Deuce Brown performing After You've Gone. So let's. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it worked. Yay.
Yay.
Wow. It's so
Like
nice.
that.
It's so nice that we're having some success with the sound towards the end of the show. So I just wanted to say, and we're going to show your lima bean video as well. First of all, great job, Deuce. I can't believe
Thank you.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah, 11 years old. If you're just joining now, Deuce plays trumpet. He's been playing for about 4 years and also is getting into producing, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. So inspiring. So inspiring. We actually have a youth competition that's just been launched. So I think our deadlines are July 1st. And I don't know, I have to talk to the board because so far, we've only had people submit throughout Canada. So I have to see if there's any rules on that because, wow, you'd be in the 12 and under category. And oh my goodness. Wow. So we'll tell everybody later about the youth competition, but it's on our website, niagarajazzfestival.com. We really appreciate all of the work you put into putting together these video clips. We're so lucky that you have two musicians in your house to have a musical portion to the show, and I'm really glad we got that working.
Well, and what's so great about what you're doing is that you allowed us to show that there is definitely a connection between food and music. That's our way of life. That's how we live in New Orleans. So, what better show to showcase both a house of food and a house of music coming together to give you this? So, we really enjoyed sharing. So, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Niagara Jazz Festival. We really enjoyed it.
Our pleasure. And actually, Pamela, I wanted to just touch on what we had spoken of the other day because we decided to do these Niagara Summer Mardi Gras sessions because we're in lockdown. We wanted to give people something to do every Tuesday while in lockdown and all tie it into our event that we're going to do no matter what, as you know, on Saturday, July 18th. And what's interesting is when we were talking about New Orleans, tell me again, or tell everybody else about how you were saying that's how you celebrate. It's not always necessarily about thousands of people going to one park. It's about celebrating in your community, right? And with your neighbors.
Mardi Gras being, like world renowned, but native, we take it to the neighborhood. It's more me. The only way for me to do the only way, excuse me, the only way for me to do Mardi Gras is in the neighborhood.
In the neighborhood.
So
That's fascinating. Yeah. So
yes, and what that consists of is a lot of boiling, a lot of drinking, a lot of dancing, music. Um,
oh,
that's it.
now you're sideways. Nothing like live. So we lost you again, but I think I'll let you rearrange, and I'll just get. I'm gonna remove Pamela
hear
just for a
me?
sec. Oh yeah, wait, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yes, so I'm coming. I don't know.
Yeah, so it's in the
Um,
neighborhood.
I'm
Oh,
here.
perfect. There, yeah,
So
perfect.
yeah,
Excellent.
you know, I don't know.
Oh, we're getting a delay.
And
Yeah.
so the so how we celebrate is really community. You know,
Community.
Community. About community, it's more about tradition, and food and music. It's about tradition. So it's in the neighborhood. I'll just say that.
In the neighborhood. And that's perfect. And that's what we're going to do on July 18th is we're going to take your cleaned up version of the show, which we're going to work
Right.
on for you over this week, so that people can, they can do it on the night, or they can do it before. They can watch, they can buy the ingredients, because we'll have that on the website. They can cook with you, and they can, with Austin, who did a session, learn, make a mask. They can dress up. We're going to have the band going down into some of the neighborhoods, but we're also going to be live streaming music. And actually, I'm going to announce this officially for the first time, but we're also going to be bringing in through live streaming is the Uptown Jazz Orchestra from New Orleans.
Okay,
Thanks to
yes.
Dr. Bryce Miller. So that's Delphio Marsalis's band. And we're also working on possibly bringing in another band from New Orleans. We have Red Hot Ramble here. And so it's going to be a big celebration that everybody can do in their neighborhood with their neighbors. We may have a few people go to a secret location if we're allowed to, but you know what? At this point, yeah, it's great to do it from home. So thank you for sharing that, the culture of New Orleans with us, because all of us think, oh, it's Bourbon Street. Not all of us, but a lot of us, you go to New Orleans at Frenchman Street, Bourbon Street, and there's that too. But what we're missing is it's the neighborhood. So that's fantastic.
It's where it's at. You said it's where it's at.
It's where it's at. Perfect. So we're gonna close out with your lima beans video, and I'm also gonna post the credits for the music for that video. And again, we're gonna do an edited version of your show with all of the music and the videos and your speaking and your home. So thank you for sharing that with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I'll come and chat with you later.
All right, you're gonna say.
Thanks, you guys. Okay, we'll see you later. So once again, that was Pierre Brown, Pamela, live from New Orleans, but with her lovely family. So Deuce Brown, and also her husband, Leon Kid Chocolate Brown. So we had some great musical clips there and some great recipes. And we're going to leave you with the video of the second recipe, which was the lima bean recipe. So, and we'll definitely get the sound going here. And here it is.
Come on, no feet, tell the little work me now. Go for see them and just stop find down.